What if every person had their own personal gravity field? Imagine a world where everyone's gravitational pull is as unique as their fingerprint. It's not just a fun thought experiment. Let's dive into what life could be like in such a bizarre scenario. First off, picture this: you're at a crowded concert. Instead of everyone being pulled to the ground by the same force, you realize that each person is subtly tugging on those around them. If you're standing next to someone with a strong personal gravity field, you might feel like they're dragging you closer, while someone with a weaker field might struggle to stay in place. Would we invent new dances to navigate this shifting gravitational landscape? Now, think about how sports would change dramatically. Imagine basketball players, each with their own unique gravity field. A slam dunk could mean more than just height. It would involve calculating the gravitational forces at play. You could be pulled toward a teammate just as much as the hoop itself. Strategy would take on a whole new meaning. Coaches would have to design plays not just around skill and speed, but around how players' personal gravity affects the whole game. It's like living in a physics experiment every time you stepped onto the court. Let's not stop there. Transportation would be in complete chaos. Think about driving. A moment of distraction could send you veering towards a vehicle with a stronger gravitational pull. Uber rides would turn into roller coaster experiences with passengers spiraling towards the driver depending on their own gravity fields. It could be complete mayhem, with cars constantly adjusting their routes to avoid being pulled off course. And how about air travel? Imagine boarding a plane where each passenger has their own unique gravitational influence. Would turbulence become a thing of the past, or would it turn air travel into a wild ride? The pilots would have to stabilize not only against weather patterns, but also the contrasting gravitational fields inside the cabin. Talk about a tricky job! But wait, it's not all fun and games. Think about how everyday interactions would change. Buying groceries might mean you'd have to stand on different scales, depending on where you are in relation to others. Hey, can you step a little to the left? I need to weigh my apples. Reality would shift so much that we might even have to invent new social norms and rules to navigate our gravitational quirks. This concept also brings to light some ethical questions. Would it be fair to compete with different gravitational pulls in sports? Would we need to categorize players into gravity divisions or weight classes to ensure fair play? Imagine setting up tournaments exclusively for players with stronger fields against each other while keeping the lighter ones apart. It could open a can of worms. And let's pivot back to architecture. Sure, buildings would still need to be sturdy, but design would see some shifts. Architects might start incorporating gravitational zones into designs, strategizing on who gets to work on which levels based on their gravitational pull. We could see a whole new line of gravity-friendly furniture. In the end, a world where everyone has their own personal gravity field sounds wild and chaotic. It evokes a captivating blend of comedy and science fiction. Sure, the complexities of our current understanding of physics make this a fantasy, but that doesn't stop the imagination from wandering. Would we ever truly see such a reality come to be? Probably not, but pondering it allows our creativity to soar. Thank you for joining me on this whimsical journey into the fantastical notion of personal gravity fields. Until next time, keep exploring the wonders of our universe.